The project we're working on today is how to conform audio that's already been pre-recorded to the grid so that we can add other things like ultrabeat or other step type of sequencing to the actual song that we're working with. First of all, I'm going to go to File. I'm going to create a new document so that I don't have any presets already done. Next, I'm going to go to Logic, Preferences, General, go all the way over to Advanced. Make sure that all of these tools are selected. If anything is not selected here, or it's just one or two, then you won't have all the tools that you need available. You can click Enable All. You'll notice mine are already selected. Now I have everything at my disposal. From there, I want to select a single audio track. Don't create a whole bunch of them. I just want one for now. Create. It adds a track in here like you're used to doing. Next, I'm going to just enlarge it. I prefer a little bit larger view of my audio than what they provide in their natural default. Then this is the track where I'm going to add or import an audio file. So I will then go up to File, scroll down to Import Audio File. Notice to the side here, there's a shortcut for it. This stands for Shift, Command, and the letter I. I can either select it by going to File, or once I've done this a number of times, I can go ahead and just do the shortcuts, which I will do now. Shift, Command, letter I. It will take me to the last place that I downloaded audio files into and that I told it I wanted to work with. So you might have to search for yours. You should have already downloaded the EMC files. They're EMC downloads on Schoology. I happen to know that Guitar 1 is the best choice because it plays throughout the song. In the future, you may have to select one based on experience. In this case, choose Guitar 1. Go down to Open. It asks if it wants to conform tempo information. At this point, I'm choosing not to do that because I want to adapt this to what tempo I have in here. So I will say, don't import. You'll notice now it comes right in, an empty space of sound at the beginning. I want to view this larger, so I can click on this icon right here, or click and hold and drag it, and this will give me larger or smaller transients. Transients are the attack points. Also, I'm going to enlarge mine just a little bit. I prefer the larger size. What I want to do then is I want to take this and line it up as close to the grid as I can. Now it keeps bumping close to it, so I'll stretch this a little bit and make it easier to grab hold of. Now you can see it's lined up to the grid. I'm going to start at measure 5. Eventually I'll move this back to measure 1. But for now, click the metronome, go over and click play, and you'll hear that it's not lined up to the grid. It starts on that spot, but every other beat is not there. So now I want to conform this. So make sure this track is selected. Go to Edit. You'll see there's many tools here just under the Edit window. I'm going all the way to the bottom to Tempo. From Tempo, I'll slide over and you'll see again many options. Detect is the one I want to do because I want to find out exactly what the tempo of this song is currently. I'll click Detect Range. It will do an analysis, and then it gives me a number of different options. Chances are yours does not say use average. Notice how it changes, and there's a lot of decimal points afterwards. I want to use the average. It's much more clean and easy to work with. Then I will click OK. Notice it shortens the whole thing because it's going to be a smaller file. Going to drag this so that it lines up with measure 6 again. You can see the beat lines right here. Click to start on measure 5. Make sure my metronome is activated. Click play. Notice for the most part it has been conformed to that beat. So the tempo, if I use MIDI or step sequencer or ultrabeat, it will all line up. Now if I want to change this tempo, I'm going to have to do 2 steps. One of them, I'll go up here to this thing called Flex, Show and Hide Flex. Notice it brings a new icon in right here. Click this. Now it's been activated in this track. If I want to change the tempo, notice it says there are multiple tempos. When there are multiple tempos, it will bring up this new Arrange window. I can also do that here. Now if I click, here's my original 120, but I click here at the 104, and I move this up here, pick your tempo. Make sure the beat 1 is still lined up properly to the grid. Start at measure 5. We're still lined up to the grid. Any tempo changes I do in the middle of this, it's going to conform. I could come into the middle here and slow it way down again, and it will change. Any tempo changes I make will be adapted here. Conforming audio to the grid.